so sleepy. Oh, tummy rubs, yes. Oh. Hi. Oh, now you want to play. Good morning, folks. I'm very tired still. Recently, there's been some minor kind of lifestyle changes that have required us to change our daily routines a little bit. The main thing is that Ryan started work at a new restaurant. However, there isn't really a place for staff to park, which means that I need to drop him off as well as pick him up, you know, which not the most ideal situation, but it is what it is. We are one unified household, and that's just how she goes sometimes. So I usually wake up about 30 to 45 minutes before Ryan so that I can get a bit of work done, get the coffee going. And also his job is a lot more physically demanding than mine, so he just needs more rest. But I feel pretty good after 6-7 hours, so. Also, let's just take time to appreciate how adorable this mug we painted is. Like, come on. But yeah, for the most part, the work I do in the morning is like light administrative work. So either emails or getting posts up or just things like that. Not any sort of like intensive editing or brainstorming. Something very chill, listen to some music. And I personally find that that's a really great way for me to just kind of slowly ease into things. And I know a lot of people are like, don't work first thing in the morning and blah, blah, blah. But like, I've tried reading a book first thing. I tried, you know, it just doesn't work for me because I know that there are, you know, emails that I need to respond to, and especially when something is very time sensitive, you know, I want to be on that shit. So I personally don't find it too demanding to do these sort of tasks right in the morning, but I think you just gotta find what works for you, you know? Alright, buddy. It's time to go get Ryan. Let's go get Ryan. Hello. Good morning. Oh, hey, present. Alright. Jasper has a present for you. Usually it takes Ryan many tries to wake up. Alright, everybody get up. Let's go. Wow.
And then on the inside, when it's done, it says it's empty. Super tasty.
Yummy, right?
For one?
Jasper.
Let's go for one. We keep going.
Jasper. Oh my gosh. Rainy day fit check. Ooh. You got the matching bloodstones? Alright, let's get going. My goodness, look at these leaves on the ground too. I need a shot of us walking. Wait. Smile. You have a good walk? Buddy? Chicken. Go get him. Alright, so now I'm gonna get ready to head out. This is my work/gym bag, my purse. Wow. Alright, sir. How has this new schedule been for you?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Still really long hours.
Yeah.
12-hour days. So
Yeah.
we don't really have a lot of availability of things that we're doing, so we really have to make the most out of our weekends.
I also have to pick them up after that 12-hour day, so it definitely is a bit different, but we're making it work. Okay, say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, so now I have about 30 to 40 minutes to kill before the gym. I mentioned in a previous vlog that I signed up for a new group fitness studio, which has been amazing. It's really close to Ryan's work, so we just find street parking and I just kind of chill. I usually head to like a nearby cafe and get some more work done. But on other days, I also just sit in the car because I don't know, I really like chilling in the car, especially when it's like a rainy day like this. So I'm still undecided. What should I do? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna chill in the car today because I don't really want to go buy another coffee since I literally just had coffee. But I can tell you guys the workout for today. We're doing some squats, then we're doing some power cleans, hang cleans, pretty fun stuff, and then some dumbbell work. I am 100% a routine-oriented type of person. Like, I just like to know what I'm doing. Like, don't get me wrong, I like to go on vacations from time to time, keep it spontaneous and, you know, but for the most part, I just like things planned out and just consistent. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, some people think that's boring, but, you know, I like that. All right, anyways, I'll see you guys when I'm at the gym. Really good to start cleaning and snatching again. So yeah, I'm just very happy I decided to sign up, and more so that everything just kind of worked out. Obviously we had to make some adjustments, but it worked out. And also because the car is at home with me a lot of the times, it's definitely given me more flexibility. You know, if I wanted to go somewhere, I could. Not that I do because I stay home 90% of the time, but you know, if I wanted to, I have the option to. Hi, Jasper. Hi, buddy. So although there's been a few changes in my day-to-day routine, something that has been consistent through all of that are my Athletic Greens, who are the sponsor of today's video. Athletic Greens is a blend of 75 different vitamins, minerals, and whole food-based ingredients. Now, probably the most asked question I get is, Joe, I already take a multi. Do I even need to take Athletic Greens? Now, speaking for myself, the vitamins and minerals in the AG1s are a very small kind of component of why it's in my daily routine. Sure, it's got the vitamins and minerals, but it also has dairy-free probiotics to help with your gut health. It's got different types of adaptogens to help with cognitive function. And my favorite part is that it's got digestive enzymes to help with the absorption of everything. So just trust me when I say this, the AG1 is so much more than just a typical multi you pick up from the grocery store. I say this every single time, but yes, get the majority of your nutrients from whole leafy foods. However, when you're living a busy life and when things get a little bit hectic, it's nice to have everything in one little scoop. Plus, the taste is just unbeatable when you've tried other greens powders, especially my favorite way has recently been over ice. Very refreshing. So yeah, if you guys want to try out the AG1s for yourself, you guys can use the link below and receive a few extra goodies along with your purchase. Other than that, a big thank you to Athletic Greens for sponsoring this video. So next up, I would usually wait a little bit longer before having my first meal. However, because yesterday it was our weekend, we had our dinner a little bit earlier, hence why I'm eating a little bit earlier. I just kind of eat when I'm hungry and try to delay my breakfast when I can. If I can't, it's really not the end of the world. So that's what we're doing. All right, so for lunch, I'm gonna make like a Korean kimchi stew because, ooh, it's definitely at the point where it's a little bit over fermented. It's a little bit too funky, so which makes it really good for cooking. We got some leftover pork belly. I'm just gonna toss in some leftover veggies, as well as some tofu at the end. I'm not following a specific recipe. Actually, I am missing a very integral ingredient, the Korean chili flakes. However, you know, we're gonna make do with what we got. All right, so first we're just gonna roughly chop up our pork belly, add that into your pot. Gonna brown our meat real quick. Yeah. I'm gonna add some of this minced ginger and garlic. Just a little bit. That's a lot. Okay. Should have added this before, but oh well. Actually, we're gonna see if we can salvage some green onions from our little outside garden pod. It is getting very cold in Vancouver, so she's not looking too hot. All right, let's go check. All right, so here's what it's looking like. We got the thyme looking good, parsley looking good. Yeah, the green onion's kind of wilting a little bit, but honestly, not as bad as I would have thought. Yeah, this should be enough. Okay, that was a good wash. Things are smelling pretty good. You're gonna add your broth, or in our case, water. And actually, I'm gonna do a little bit of Korean hot pepper paste. It's not the flakes, but you know, cooking is all about intuition, you know? Pretty good. pretty fucking good for my first time. I mean, you might just have to call me the new chef of this household. Oh my goodness. We're gonna chop our tofu. Alright, and then all you gotta do is just serve it. Yes, look at that. Let's get some of the tofu on top. We're gonna top with more green onions, a little bit of flaky salt. It's not a Korean dish without some sesame oil, so let's just a tiny bit. And some sesame seeds. I mean, just look how good this stew looks. We got the tofu, the pork belly, the onions, mushrooms. Of course, you can't forget about your rice. Alright, let's give this a quick taste test. So grab your rice. Let's get that tofu. I love tofu. I used to love it as a kid, but then all the white kids in school would make fun of me for liking tofu. So I, of course, was like, yeah, tofu, who likes that? Gross. But joke's on them because they just not preparing it right or something, because tofu just like soaks up all the flavor, the texture, especially in stews, or you can fry them up, marinate them. But yeah, honestly, for the first time, not too bad. Koreans usually use like a dried seaweed and anchovy stock. So maybe I'll pick that up from H Mart next time I go. If you guys have kimchi that's like getting overly fermented, cook with it. So good. All right, so while I enjoy my lunch, I'm gonna answer some of the questions you guys left on my Instagram regarding kind of lifestyle changes, habit changes, changes to your daily routine. I have not looked at these questions yet, so let's go. Top tips to reduce friction when building new and difficult habits or routines. I'd say it really depends on what you are trying to do, and you kind of have to take like a very systemic and analytic approach. At least that's what I do. So let's say if a client of mine was very hesitant to go to the gym 3 times a week, so I would sit down with them and ask them, what are the main reasons that is limiting you? Like, is it because you don't have transportation? Is it the cost? And think of practical approaches to reduce that. So whether it's finding a gym that's closer to you, whether that's finding a trainer that's in your budget, maybe that's doing at-home options. There are always going to be ways to reduce your friction, but you have to make them practical enough and not so vague that you actually can implement. Was it difficult getting into a routine with your partner, and do you miss anything? I wouldn't say there's anything that I had to stop because I was dating Ryan. I mentioned this before, but I'm usually at home by myself like 90% of the time because he is away at work for so long. So I'm still able and capable of doing all of my work or hobbies, etc. And I think that's really important. When you get into a relationship, you still have to be your own person. The way I see it is that you are 2 entities that are creating something new together. It's not like you have to shave off half of yourself and half of the other person to make one whole, if that kind of makes sense. Like, you are your own person first, and obviously your partner is a very important aspect of that, but I still think that you have to make time for yourself. Obviously there are going to be times where you have to make accommodations and adjustments. Also, I forgot to say this, but make sure you guys actually like chop up your kimchi pieces, because you definitely don't want like big floating chunks. But just look how good all of this looks. Like, just tell me that is not mouth-watering. Oh my goodness. How do you get into a more consistent morning routine? Just do it. Like, just get up at the same time, do the same things that end up working for you. If you find that 5 a.m. wake ups don't work for you, then don't do it. Just because some random YouTuber in LA is doing juice cleanses and morning showers and meditations and lighting candles and writing journals doesn't mean that it's gonna work for you. Absolutely does not fucking work for me. One thing that might work for you right now in your current stage of life is not going to work for you probably 10, 20 years down the line. And I think it's okay to acknowledge that and adapt as you go, and just do it. Like, people are like, oh, but Joe, I don't like drinking water. Too bad, grow up, just fucking do it. Like, gee, come on. Can you say hello to your Brazilian fans? Please, we love you. Hello, Brazil, I love you too. Alright, I think this is a good question to end off on. And that's, what are some of your favorite routines that keep you feeling grounded? Recently, I've been really enjoying doing group fitness classes with my friends. So whether it's kind of like the more bootcamp style workouts you saw today, or last week went to Barry's bootcamp and Kelty was there, or going to like a spin class, like just doing different fitness activities. Not only does it keep things engaging and interesting, but also it's a time that you are actively making to connect with your friends while staying staying healthy and fit. I guess being a bit more lenient with the type of training I do. I'm definitely far beyond the stage of like doing workouts to look a certain way or for the aesthetic or to bodybuild. I also never really got into the whole strength training or like wanting to grow my squat or deadlift. It was just never a top priority for me. And I think right now my priority has shifted into just being like healthy and fit, doing both resistance training exercise but also the cardiovascular, more aerobic exercises so that I can hike or jog around the seawall and just do activities of daily living. So yeah, I'm just really enjoying training and just doing a variety of different activities, because you know, at the end of the day, you gotta have fun with your training. Like, it can't be something that's grueling and something that you don't want to do every single day. You gotta enjoy it. So we're gonna end off there. The food is getting way too cold. So you know what would be really good? Just taking everything before we added the water. So like the pork belly, the kimchi, the onions, the vegetables, and just adding like stale rice in it and just making kimchi fried rice. Anyways, I'm probably gonna do like a full day of eating Korean food in the future because it's been a while since I did that. And I do think I can kind of perfect this recipe. Yeah, let me just put this aside because I feel like it's kind of distracting. Okay, yeah folks, that's pretty much it for this video. That was our new kind of daily routine, how things have shifted as Ryan started his new work. If you guys have any other questions regarding routines and habit changes, let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, a big thank you to Athletic Greens for sponsoring this video. You guys can check them out using the link below. I think that's pretty much it for this video. I gotta go pick up Ryan in the evening, so today's just gonna be like a chill work day. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and remember to be less shitty. Thanks guys. Say bye. Can you give me a fist bump? Yes, goodbye fist bump. Good job. Also, we went to the groomers yesterday, and every time they make Jasper's pee-pee, like they shave around the area, so it's just very, yeah, anyways, we'll cover that up. All right, buddy, goodbye boop. 3, 2, 1. Boop.